Hola, Tina Thrussell here, back in Calgary after 9 wonderful days in Mazatlan, Mexico. Neil and I went to stay with our friend James. Thank you, James, for your hospitality. It was wonderful to be living in a residence in Mexico, just a 1-block walk from the beach. I'm already missing walking down to the beach in the morning to practice my Nia. Good morning, Jody. Hi. Yeah, and we did so much walking. In Mazatlan, they have a 20-kilometer long walkway along the ocean front called the Malecon, and we put on a lot of kilometers. We walked the Malecon an awful lot. And of course, we walked through the residential areas down into Centro, the sort of downtown area where there's the local market, and there's some nice restaurants, and there's just an opportunity to see life as it is in Mexico. And what's to say? It was just wonderful to get to have breakfast on the rooftop of the building. It's cold and snowy here in Calgary, although it is much warmer than I expected to come home to, so that is a blessing for which I am very grateful. It's a gentle transition to be just above 0 degrees from the 28 degrees that we were experiencing there. It was just an opportunity, the time we were away, was for me to observe myself, to notice, to be a witness to how I'm being, to what I'm thinking, saying, doing, the judgments I have about others and situations, to let go of those judgments and just be okay with whatever is. And that thank you, the work I did of being really present and really recognizing, thanks Jody, thanks for the welcome home, being really paying attention to myself made a big difference in how easy it was to transition to being back at home. Being in the place of this is what is and accepting what's happening right now in the moment while we were there in Mazatlan has flowed back into here at home. And it makes me affirmed in the thinking when Neil and I host our intensives, when we do the white belt or any of the sash colors for the Shin Dao transformation, process for transformation, when we take people out on the sacred journey, we take people away from technology and into a space of being in nature, being with yourself, being without distractions, so that you have an opportunity to really be with yourself and observe yourself. And when you're having that experience, this is what it's like to be fully present to the now. This is what it's like to be in the place of acceptance. Then you have that taste of it and you can bring it back into everyday life. And every time we have a holiday like this where I mostly unplug, I checked in on Facebook a little bit simply because there was a nurture circle that was going to be happening in my absence, and I wanted to be sure that there were some people there for the beautiful Carmen Hansen to be facilitating to do her group healing session with. If it hadn't been for the nurture circle, I wouldn't have been on Facebook at all. I was just unplugged. I didn't have my cell phone, didn't do the internet, just enjoyed being with our friend and going for walks and spending time on my own. Like I say, dancing Nia on the beach. I found myself wishing I could import the beach and the ocean here so that my students could have an experience of dancing on the beach. So marvelous, watching the waves and oh yeah. So here I am, looking at getting myself into some sort of discipline and practice. I don't have a beach to walk down to. I thought about walking down to the local gym to do my Nia practice there, just so that I'm outdoors and walking before I'm dancing again. And then I thought, well, it's still cool in the mornings here. Perhaps I'll do Nia in my living room and just go for a walk later. That way I still get my outdoor time. I don't have to face the cold quite as much, and I can transition a little more gently. Although yesterday I did a 45-minute walk at around 4 o'clock. And good morning, Linda. Thanks for tuning in. Anyway, I think I'm mostly babbling. I didn't ground, I'll admit to that. So if I connect to the earth, then I can be in the place of speaking more succinctly to what I want to say. And that is, I know I found great value in unplugging and taking some time out for myself to be away from the everyday routine so that I'm more centered and grounded. Good morning, Rick. So that I am more centered and grounded in this everyday life that I'm living here. So I invite you and encourage you to do the same. I did start my day with some meditation. I'm doing my best to walk my talk. I encourage people to do this. Last night, Neil and I did a webinar called Why Meditate? And one of the reasons to meditate is to be able to be in that grounded, calm, peaceful place, to be in a state of wellness. So I need to walk my talk. So I meditated. Now I'm about to practice some Nia. And yes, I am blessed. I don't do a 9-to-5 job. So I have some flexibility in my time. I will be working later tonight. So I can be taking the time to do these practices for me. The meditation, the Nia, the reading the daily word from Unity, just doing my face reflexology. Thank you, Sandra Catania, for that. She taught us that in one of the nurture circles last year, and or earlier this year, I guess. I am still using that face reflexology on a daily basis, using my melt balls to roll my feet and hands so that my body is absorbing water better. I am engaging in radical self-care, lots of self-care to make this transition back into everyday life. And if you can't do all of those things, do at least one of those things. Do something for yourself every day that brings you into that place of letting yourself know that you love and care for yourself. For if you don't have love and compassion for yourself, if there's no kindness for yourself, then you truly, honestly cannot have it for anyone else. There is my message for today. Take care of you. Take downtime. Experience the quiet and the stillness to find the peace so that you send your ripple of peace into the world. I am happy to be back. I was so happy to be there. And I'm happy to have some of you tune in. I would be delighted if you chose to share this video. And I would be delighted if you're not already a subscriber to subscribe to receive Heart and Mind Matters. It will come out Tuesday morning, an inspirational article, YouTube video, quote of the week. You'll find that at shindao.com. I love you. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for sharing. Create for yourself a beautiful day. Mwah. Namaste.